Welcome to Movie House Cinemas. Popcorn? Yes, please. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie. Reclining chairs? Don't mind if I do. Action, thriller, romance, we got it all. Discover the cinema today. Movie House Cinemas, home of the movies.
Good evening, and welcome along to Rob and Elliott tonight. They've let us out of the studio today. We're here at the Belfast Christmas Market, where thousands of people from all over the world are all joining us here for a kangaroo burger or a massive oversized sausage hot dog, something like that. But don't worry, all the usual stuff's coming up on the show, including Kim Kelly in just a second. We'll be chatting to the legendary GB runner Paula Radcliffe. She's going to be with us. And Michael Cameron will be here telling us all about his brand new Christmas show, which is taken to the stage at Theatre at the Mill. And as well as that, I've been to Titanic this week for the Healthcare Heroes and Keyworker Awards. We'll find out more about that a little bit later on. Okay, but as always, we are starting the show by talking to broadcasting and journalist legend as she is now. It's Kim Kelly. How are you?
I am great, and I'm here with all the important news that you have been wanting to know about. We're starting strong this week with blue balls.
Right, okay, yes.
Blue balls. Okay, so if you've been out walking on beaches recently, you may have seen little blue balls.
Yes.
What are they?
I don't know. What are they?
I know what they are. Okay, so don't be too alarmed. They've come from a power station in England. So these tiny little blue balls that are washed up on our shores are from a power station. They're used to clean the pipes, right? Listen to me, I sound like I know what I'm talking about here.
I know.
Right, so every now and again, whenever the pressure gets too high, they have to release some of these balls, right? So thousands of them are washed into the sea. Now, because of the storms recently and the high tides, there's blue balls everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So if you see blue balls, don't panic. They biodegrade within 2 years, which is kind of ridiculous, really. But apparently, that's okay. They come from a power plant.
Right, okay.
And nobody seems to care. Okay.
Right, I'm glad you've sorted that out, because there will be people who will have found these and will be wondering about it, and you've cleared it up.
Wonder no more.
Okay, what else have we got?
Would you like to talk to your dog?
Of course I would. Now, Mia's actually trying to talk to me. She's making weird noises like she's trying to talk.
Okay.
She is.
Yes, of course she is. Okay, so this lady called Nikki on where else but TikTok has left her £60,000 a year job to become a dog communicator.
Right, okay.
Okay, so all you have to do is send her a picture of your dog, its name, and the names of the people who are in the house, and she can tell you what the dog is trying to say through psychic ways. Now, whenever I first read this story, I thought, yeah, this sounds really nice. And then she charges £600 to do this.
Oh, of course she does, yeah.
But apparently this works, and she can tell you what your little dog is trying to say. Actually, I don't want to know what my dog's trying to say, because most of the time my dog looks like she's kind of quite unhappy with me and that I'm sort of lacking. But that's okay. What do you think Mia is trying to tell you?
I don't know, but she is trying to have a conversation with me. I know that. She's really trying. Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to write the cheque for £600, send it off to Nikki on TikTok, and she will tell you what your dog is saying, okay?
Okay, talking about TikTok, your TikTok figures are going up every day, I see.
Oh, they really are. I am loving TikTok. You know which one did really well the other day? I was telling my son about advent calendars back in our day. Now, back in my day, I'm 49, like I'm not that old, but back in our day, advent calendars, you opened the little window and there was a picture of a Christmas pudding.
Yes.
And you would go into school and go, what did you get? Oh, I got a snowman. And you were absolutely delighted with that. My son thinks I'm lying about this. But it's true, isn't it?
It is true. No, that's what happened.
You literally were thrilled
Yeah.
with a picture of a Christmas pudding, apart from on the 24th when it was a double door.
Oh, yes.
And you nearly went through yourself. There was no chocolates. There was no, toiletries, nothing like that.
No bottles of gin. You can get a gin calendar now.
The world's gone mad, but you know what? I think we were happier back then.
Do you think so?
Well, we definitely were. We were happy with a picture of a Christmas pudding. So clearly we were happier. Happier times, people, happier times.
I'm going to leave you. You're going to have a wander around the market.
I am, and I'm going to eat some stuff.
Okay. In the meantime, do you want to hear some brand new music?
always.
You love a bit of country, don't you?
I love country. Who isn't?
Okay, I got the brand new single from Cara McGillion standing by, recorded at the Ivory Sessions. This is called She's in Love with the Boy.
Chickens peck the ground. There ain't a whole lot going on tonight in this one-horse town. Over yonder, coming up the road in a beat-up Chevy truck. Her boyfriend Tommy is laying on the horn, splashing through the mud and the muck. Her daddy says that he ain't worth a lick. When it comes to brains, he got the short end of the stick. But Katie's young and man, she just don't care. She ain't found no Tommy anywhere. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. What's meant to be will always find a way. She's gonna marry that boy someday. Katie and Tommy at the drive-in movie, parked in the very last row. They're too busy holding on to one another to even care about the show. Later on outside the Tasty Freeze, Tommy slips something on her head. He says my high school ring will have to do till I can buy a wedding band. Her daddy says that he ain't worth a lick. When it comes to brains, he got the short end of the stick. But Katie's young and man, she just don't care. She ain't found no Tommy anywhere. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. What's meant to be will always find a way. She's gonna marry that boy someday. Her daddy's waiting up till 12:30 when they come sneaking up the wall. He says, young lady, get on up to your room while me and Junior have a talk. Mama breaks it and says, don't lose your temper. It wasn't very long ago that you yourself was just a hasty plowboy who didn't have a row to hoe. My daddy said that you wasn't worth a lick. When it came to brains, you got the short end of the stick. But he was wrong, and honey, you are too. Katie looks at Tommy like I still look at you. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. What's meant to be will always find a way. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. She's in love with the boy. What's meant to be will always find a way. She's gonna marry that boy someday.
So there we go, some brand new music from Cara McGillion. That's called She's in Love with the Boy. We've sent Kim Kelly off around the market somewhere. We'll catch up with her a little bit later on. And we'll be chatting to the legendary GB runner Paula Radcliffe. She's coming up on the show shortly. But let's find out what's happening here. Joanne, tell us all about your fabulous stall here.
Well, I work for Claudia and we do the German hot dogs. They're absolutely phenomenal. I've been doing it now for the last 2 years and absolutely love it. Yeah.
Brilliant. Now, we're talking to Kim there. She's obsessed with advent calendars
Yes.
at the moment. Did you have one when you were a kid?
I did, yes.
And did you have the one that had the chocolates in it or not the chocolates in
The
it?
chocolates in it, yeah, and then the little picture of like the wreath or Santa and the snowman and stuff, yeah.
I think Kim must have been from a poor family because she only had pictures of Christmas puddings behind her doors.
Yes. No, we had the chocolates.
Yeah. I'm looking at those hot dogs behind you there. They look absolutely fantastic. And what's going through my head is, how many of these do you shift during the time at the Christmas market? You know?
It varies, but quite a lot, yeah, we do.
We're talking thousands and thousands.
Yes. Yeah, we are, yes.
Fabulous. Okay, well, you enjoy yourself and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Let's get another guest on now. In fact, we're going to take a break and we're going to come back with the legendary GB runner, Paula Radcliffe, right after these.
Heading to the North Coast, the Jet Centre in Coleraine offers entertainment for everyone. There's an 8-screen movie house cinema with all the best movies, 10-pin bowling, a massive arcade, soft play for the wee ones. Outdoors, there's a mini fun park and gem mining, plus an 18-hole floodlit mini golf course. Rain or shine, there's something for everyone here at the Jet Centre. Find out more at thejetcentre.co.uk.
Welcome back to Rob and Elliott tonight from the Belfast Christmas Market. We're having a fabulous time here. Let's get another guest on now, this time the legendary GB runner Paula Radcliffe. We're going to find out why Paula is going the extra mile to make sure that we protect the planet. Here's what happened earlier this week when I caught up with Paula. Sustainable travel is nothing new, but with continuing climate change and over-tourism taking its toll on popular holiday destinations, travellers' mindsets are changing. To talk about this further, I'm pleased to say that former GB running legend, Paula Radcliffe, joins us now on the line. Paula, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Very well, thank you. So we're talking about sustainable travel today, and I suppose the good news is that over half of people are actually worrying about the environmental impact their holidays are having on us, aren't they?
Yeah, and I think that's for me the most encouraging stat, and it really resonated with me reading through the travel impact report that Explore Worldwide have done, kind of showing us that 54% of us across the UK, Australia, and the US are researching the most sustainable way to have our holidays and want to make those little steps to kind of reduce the impact on the environment, to reduce our carbon footprint there, while still having those holidays that will recharge our batteries, connect us with family, and give us a chance to explore and discover new exciting local areas. And I think that was one point as well, that 1 in 7 of us want to make sure that the money we spend on holiday goes into the local community.
So why do you think people's mindsets are changing then?
I think we're all starting to understand a lot more how lucky we are to live on this planet, and how much of a responsibility we have to kind of safeguard it for future generations. And I think certainly for myself, I spend a lot of time outside running, and I love that. I appreciate it. And I want it to be there for my kids and for their kids. So I want to do what I can to safeguard it. And I think it is quite frightening, the speed at which you read about the stats and you see it deteriorating. So I think rather than asking a few of us to make huge, big changes, asking everybody to make small changes that are sustainable in their own way, because they're not making a big change to our lifestyle. They are things that we can do, and then we're more likely to all keep doing it. So it kind of is about spreading that message. It's little and often, and something that you keep doing for a lifetime.
And also, what does this mean for travel companies?
I think the travel companies are definitely waking up to it and offering us a lot of times a way to reduce our carbon footprint. I think putting the information out there, like the stat, which I didn't know, that if we all reduce our weight in our luggage by less than half a kilo, and you save over 50,000 litres of fuel per year. And so if we reduce it all by a kilo, then of course we're increasing that. And that's very easy to do now by just packing that much more lightly, taking some travel wash with you. Again, supporting the local community in terms of being able to get stuff when you arrive there that you can reuse there and not travel back with.
Now, when it comes to travelling light, I suppose it's something we all have to do now, because have you seen how expensive it is to get a suitcase booked on a plane these days?
Yeah, so they're finding also a way to incentivize it. And if you do insist on still taking lots of heavy luggage, then you have to pay a little bit more for that.
So apart from travelling light then, what other top tips can you give people who want to travel sustainably then?
Absolutely. For me, of course, it's going to be packing a pair of trainers, walking shoes, just to being able to fit your exercise into discovering the new places that you're visiting. It's a great way to be able to get out and just explore, find the local area, kind of get often a faster way as well than sitting stuck in traffic, but just to be able to explore those off the beaten path areas. I think add a little bit to the holiday, enjoy the local food, the local delicacies, get someone local to give you advice on traveling around. And sometimes those little local ways of public transport, something like a tuk-tuk, are really great ways to make a memorable impact on your holiday more sustainably without even really that being the reason that you're doing it.
So you've obviously travelled a lot over the years. Where's your favourite destinations?
There's lots. I mean, some that are really memorable were getting the opportunity to visit into the high mountains and kind of their equivalent of the Grand Canyon in Oman, and then stay on a small boat on one of the islands and get up and swim with turtles in the morning was very, very special. So that was a very, very memorable one. And then one that we've been working to for a long time for the kids to go to the Masai Mara and to go out on safari and just to see that in all of its breathtaking beauty.
Any trips planned for the near future?
I was looking on the explore.co.uk website there, and I think the Active Turkey one looked really, really great to me. A chance to get the kids in kayaks exploring and then also visiting all of the historical areas and sites there as well. So that was a good one. And then I would actually love to do the Inca Trail at some point.
And is it still important to you to get out there and keep fit all the time?
It is, but I think for me, honestly, it's probably more mentally fit at the moment. So for me to be able to get my run in for the day helps me to function better in the day, to think more clearly. And it's kind of like, I guess, my medication, my self-care time for the day that probably makes me a nice person to be with for the rest of the day.
We're talking about the Olympics already. Of course, 2024, we're going to be in Paris for the Olympics. So what do you think Team GB's chances are next year?
I think they're looking good. I think they're looking very, very good. We had a very successful championships just gone this summer in Budapest. And I think building on that towards Paris, which seems to have come around very quickly, of course, because the last ones were only 3 years ago, not 4 years ago. And I think Paris, it's that close enough to London to kind of, for those of us that remember how special the London Olympics were, to kind of hope that Paris is going to touch on that. And I think I live in France and I can feel the atmosphere already starting to build. And I do think it's going to be a great Olympics for all the athletes and for spectators as well.
And what about performing in a massive event like the Olympics? That's got to be one of your main career highlights.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think for every athlete, even though the Olympics is exactly the same level in athletics as the World Championships, it is just that iconic Olympic ring, something that you grow up as a small child dreaming of and visualizing, and then to actually be there. And I think also the mix of sports is what kind of takes it up a level as well. The fact that you can be in the Olympic Village and you could see the likes of Roger Federer walking around, and that kind of just like, it lifts it up a different level out of your own sport to kind of the top tier of sports. And I think all of the history, and then of course the morals, I think, of the Olympics as well, the Olympic ideals.
Well, we're talking about Christmas already on the show. So what's your plans for Christmas this year?
I'm going to be spending Christmas with my family this year. So we're actually all getting together because my brother and his family are in Australia. So we're meeting somewhere in the middle, and we're trying to coordinate school holidays from Europe, and Australia don't coordinate that well. So Christmas was the best place to put it together.
Sounds amazing. Paula, it's been great talking to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Still to come on Robin Elliott tonight, we're chatting to Michael Cameron about his brand new Christmas show, which is taken to the stage at a theatre at the Mill. And we'll also find out what happens at this year's Healthcare Heroes and Keyworker Awards. Before all that, Kim Kelly is out and about somewhere at the Christmas market, and I believe she's doing something with snow.
We're all dreaming of a white Christmas, but sometimes it doesn't really work out for us here in Belfast. But luckily, I've met Kuba all the way from Poland, where there's always a white Christmas, isn't there?
Yeah, in the mountains.
Okay, yes, we've got that right. Anyway, Kuba has brought the snow with him, and he's going to show us how this works.
Yeah, okay, so please give me your right hand.
Oh.
Now we just add some water and look.
Ooh, there's snow growing on my hand. I love it. Oh, it's great, isn't it? That's fantastic. So have you been coming to the market for many years?
No, it's my first time here.
What do you think of Belfast?
Nice city. Yeah, honestly, it's really nice. It's my first time in UK and I'm not disappointed.
Oh, good. Well, you're very, very welcome to Belfast.
Thank you very much.
Here we are on the north coast, where sporting legends are made. He needs this putt to advance to the next stage, but can he do it? The crowd are holding their breath. Can he cope with the pressure?
Dad, would you take the shot?
Yes!
Well,
And welcome back to Robin Elliott tonight, where we're still having a great time here in the grounds of Belfast City Hall at this year's Belfast Christmas Market. Michael Cameron's got a brand new Christmas show coming to Theatre at the Mill. It's called Oh Holly Night, and here's what happens when I caught up with Michael earlier this week. Let's find out about this year's big Christmas show, which is on the way to the Theatre at the Mill in Newtownabbey. It's called Oh Holly Night. Michael Cameron, he's the writer, he's back again this year. And also Rosie Barry, she's starring in the show once again. And they're both here with me in the studio. Guys, welcome. Michael, it's that time of year again, and again another big Christmas spectacular from you.
Yeah, it's become a lot of fun to do. We did it last year kind of thinking, how will this work out? And it would be nice to try and do a Christmas show, and actually, of course, it went really well, which was super. So this year we're back trying to do something even bigger and more dramatic in a sense, but still following that same thing that you have to give every Christmas audience, which is, you know, music, romance, and
a good old bit of nostalgia as well. Like last year, it was all about the classic Belfast department stores. And again, we're looking at another side of Belfast, aren't we?
Yeah, because this year's story, we've gone back a bit further to 1965, which was the year I was born. So obviously a great year for Belfast. And but this year we've gone slightly differently. So last year we had Hoffman's store and all. This year we've gone back to like the heyday of the papers, the newspapers, when all the printing and presses were going, and you know, the big papers were kind of really the real heavyweights of the time, you know. So we've set this kind of in an office loosely based on one of the big Belfast papers of the time. So we've Richard Croxford playing the editor, and very well he plays it indeed, with gravitas and all the rest. And then we've just the same kind of ensemble cast, completely new cast this year, apart from Rosie herself, who's back again.
Exactly. So tell us about your character there, Rosie. Who do you play?
Well, I play Miss Boyd this year, so I played the sort of romantic lead last year, and this year Miss Boyd is the absolute opposite of that. So she's kind of a more shady character. She has a little bit of thwarting to do, shall we put it that way? So without spoiling anything, so it's really fun getting to do that.
And do we have good songs in the show this year again?
Oh, bangers! Yeah, absolute bangers. Yeah, Chris Warner's our composer this year, and he's written us some big numbers. There's going to be a lot of toe tapping, a lot of earworms. Can't get them out of your head. So
Because music, Michael, is important during these shows as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because you've got to, alongside the nostalgia, you've also got to get the emotions going as well. And, you know, I just love traditional Christmas shows. I think that certainly when I sit down to write it, the only thing I'm thinking about is the audience. Nothing else. This is Christmas. People have bought tickets. We have to give them a good night. We can't afford to, you know, just dial it in or anything. So we've gone this year, you know, the extra mile. We've actually got quite a lot of orchestral scoring underneath the tracks, and yeah, everybody gets their moment in the spotlight. And the show is basically about this character that we've called Holly Knight, and she's the equivalent of a 60s, you know, like a Fanny Craddock, Marge Proops type agony aunt, super cook, always doing columns and things like that. And so she then is brought into this paper which is called the Belfast Chronicle, which needs a real revamp. And of course, when she comes in and starts getting all the glamour in the papers, a certain Rosie here is her jealous head kicks in. So there's quite a lot of fun between those two. But yeah, music is great. Songs, we have a lot. All our cast this year in their own right are just fabulous vocalists. So the ranges and things that they're accomplishing is staggering.
What about staging this year? Because last year you had to create this fabulous staircase. It became the centerpiece of the show. So is big staging again this year?
It's bigger.
Wow.
It's bigger. Yeah, Kieran Bagnall, who I think everybody recognises as the best of the best, is with us again this year. And this year he's had a full go at the set, and last year he kind of came in a bit late and helped us. This year he's had the full year. It's newspaper themed, the set, like set in an editor's office, but it has to be seen to be believed what he's created in this space. We saw the first bit of the building go up today, and it's massive. And it's a real proper West End set, to be fair. It looks amazing.
So last year it was very much mostly set in the shop.
In the shop.
And then we had a couple of scenes out, you know, in the street or in a restaurant.
Yes.
Whereas this time, you know, there's lots of different locations, so we're always in new places as well as the office. So it's fun getting to use the stage in loads and loads of different ways.
We are going back to the talk of the town. People will remember that, viewers will remember that, where Roy Walker started his career, amongst others.
Yeah.
And there's a lovely scene set in that. And we're also going to a place called the Carlton Restaurant, which again in its day was one of the best places to eat in Belfast. So there's still lots of those references back. Because we found we could just sit at the back last year and hear the audience go, "Oh, do you remember that?" And a constant all through the show.
There is a feel-good atmosphere from the audience, like, isn't it?
It's when you can hear them responding to what you're talking about and reliving it, you know, and then that just warms them up, and you can kind of feel them settling in a wee bit, because they just go, "I know where I am. Like I can relate to this." So it's really nice to feel that.
Brilliant. So when do you open then?
We have a couple of previews, I think 29th and 30th, and then the opening night is 1st of December.
Are you thinking about next year already, or is it too early?
Oh, there's always ideas floating about, you know.
Yeah.
A few. We'll just see how this one goes this year.
Brilliant, but I'm looking forward to it, because last year's was absolutely spectacular.
Thank you.
I can't wait. It's called Oh Holly Night. Get your tickets now. Michael, Rosie, thank you for coming in.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. So we finally made it to the food court, and I do believe Kim Kelly is trying something. Kim, where are you?
I'm here with the lovely Nash, who's teaching us how to make a very special festive dish. Nash, what is this?
Well, actually what we're doing here is an Italian food, and it's grana padano wheels, okay? And we use it, the whole point of it using this wheel is just a show demonstration. So the people, when they come, it's not only just buying food, they just enjoy the show that we do with mixing the pasta, the potatoes, the skinny fries, sweet potatoes, over the cheese, and it's quite nice for the people, so it's quite nice.
Yes, this looks absolutely gorgeous. And how many years have you been working here at Belfast Market?
Well, we started from 2011, long time ago. Yes, so it's good. It's very fun. I mean, the atmosphere in Belfast City, it's the crowd. It makes it special. I have to say, very special.
And are you really busy? How many plates do you serve a day?
Whoa, good question. Well, if the weather behaves, we usually be talking about between 700, 800 dishes a day.
700 or 800 dishes a day? I didn't know it was going to be that many. We must be real cheese lovers here in Belfast.
People in Belfast like cheese. They like cheese. It's very good. Yeah.
Yes, and I also like cheese, and I can't wait to try some of this. Let's get some right now.
Tell us about your stall, because you're an award winner here this year, aren't you?
Yes, I am indeed. I won the Jolly Big Business Award this year, so I basically am here for free, and I've had lots of support to be here. So basically about 2 years ago, maybe more, I started making soap as a bit of a hobby, and friends and family very quickly got sick of all the freebies, and they were like, please start selling this. Yeah. And Bathe Botanicals was born. So it just sort of started out in my kitchen, and it just grew to here, and it sort of hit at the same time as COVID, if we're allowed to say that dreaded C word anymore. and yeah, people were looking for a more natural alternative, and this was it, and it's just gone from strength to strength.
And what does it mean to a small business then to win this big award then this year?
This is life-changing for us. This will allow us next year to invest some money into growing, as well as do some of the bigger fairs and markets around. So we're kind of sort of at where we're at capacity at the minute, but this is going to allow us to take it to the next level, so it's just phenomenal. So it is.
I believe your preparation for Christmas starts about July, doesn't it?
Yes. I'm just saying there, I'm so ready for Christmas to be over, but no, it's great. We'll get the Christmas music going, and it'll all be great. So it will, yeah.
As well as doing stuff in Belfast, you're supporting businesses in Portadown as well, aren't you?
Absolutely. So we actually have a wee shop in Portadown where we're normally hanging out. And yeah, so we've brought in about 10, 15 small businesses, fellow market traders, etc. And we've given their business a wee boost as well by putting them onto the high street for the duration of the Christmas market while we're down here, which is just lovely, and with a really nice mix of traders.
So lots of fabulous stuff. Enjoy the rest of your time at the Christmas market.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So, Kids Together Belfast is what we're here for today. First of all, tell us about the charity then.
So, Kids Together Belfast was set up by parents of children with disabilities, really for somewhere for them to go, as they had no provision outside of school. So that was set up back in 2005. And it started in a small hut, which is now grown into an organisation Belfast-wide, covering 5 buildings, supporting over 500 young people a week.
Now you're here at the Christmas market, and the footfall coming through here every day must be great for the charity.
It is. It's great. It's great fundraising, and we're also teamed up with the Friends of St George as well. St George is a school located in West Belfast that supports children and young people with disabilities as well. So it's great. The resources built in from Kids Together, the funds raised will be going towards a wheelchair accessible bus, which is much needed, and with the Friends of St George, it will go towards helping and supporting the young people that go to attend St George and also their families.
So you've done a great job on the outside part here as well, and indeed the inside as well. So when people come along to visit you guys, what kind of things can they expect then?
Well, they can expect silly elves greeting them. They can expect Santa from the North Pole, and they can expect a lovely time, a great experience with some lovely toys. And they can also get pictures with family, and they can take their own photos, or else we can take photos for them.
And I believe already the people of Belfast have been very generous, haven't they?
They have already. In the first 2 days, we've raised over £3,000 for the charities. Yes, so that's great. And if anyone is out and about and wants to go see Santa, and also for a great cause, come on down. We're more than welcome.
So we've got people coming from all over the world to the Belfast Christmas Market. Australia is represented now with our Danni here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. So tell us about your stall then. Fabulous artwork everywhere.
Thank you. So I work as a street artist and illustrator, and you may have seen a few murals around Belfast that I paint. But for Christmas time, I like to be able to make art that people can take home with them. So they're sort of like designed from travels that I've had of sort of showcasing the personality of different countries and cities.
Brilliant. Okay, so what murals would we recognise then have you done?
There's quite a few. There was a really big one along Royal Avenue that said Belfast, you are here. We also recently did quite a few murals up in North Belfast as a way to sort of brighten up parts of the street up on the Cave Hill Road. And then there's ones at White's Tavern, which is a beautiful island map as well, which is quite popular. Yes. That's me.
Wow, okay, so what brings you to Belfast then?
Well, my mum is actually originally from Belfast, so I'm not a complete blow-in. My mum moved to Australia in the 70s, and then my grandparents moved back here, and I actually came to visit my granny and picked up lots of work doing murals, and it's been about 6 years and I haven't left.
Wow, so is this your first time at the market then?
This is my third time at the market, so it's been quite successful. It's really nice to be able to meet lots of locals and tourists as well, and sort of give them something that reminds them of home or of their trip that they've had to Belfast.
So talk us through some of the stuff that we have here. I mean, we've got calendars, we've got the prints of the map of Northern Ireland there. There's kind of something for everyone, isn't there?
There is. I also have a lot of destination countries as well. So if you've got people who, maybe I get a lot of people who come from different sides, different expats, and they come together and put their maps together. I also personalise them as well. So if you want to add a name or a date to them, it makes it your own. It's kind of a bit like a Where's Wally. The more you look, the more you find in each one of them. So I like to keep them a bit exciting, each one.
And as well as the market, can people find you online as well?
They can. I do have an online store, which is DanniSimpsonArt.com, where you can purchase everything online. You can click and collect it from here. And I'm always creating new things. So keep an eye on the social media, because I do have things like puzzles coming as well.
Brilliant. You got some fabulous stuff here today. Enjoy the rest of your time at the market.
Thank you. Lovely to meet you.
All right, we're going to talk jewellery now. This man's come the whole way from Glasgow to be here. So what brings you to Belfast then?
The atmosphere, been here before, just the people, honestly, it's second to nothing.
Yeah.
Second to nothing, it really is.
And already we're shooting this in the morning, and there's thousands of people coming through the gates already here.
Yeah, oh my, I mean, it's just literally when 10 o'clock the gates open up, and before you know it there's crowds are walking by. But I mean, it's like I say, it's the atmosphere. I mean, there's a fantastic buzz about the place. You hear people laughing and joking. I mean, the parter that's here there's second to nothing. Yeah. It really is.
And the mulled wine and the Bailey's coffees and everything are flowing already here.
Oh, yeah. There's no shortage of that.
So, still to come, we're going to find out what happens at this year's Healthcare Heroes and Keyworker Awards. I was at Titanic earlier on this week, and we're going to find out more right after these.
Let the good times roll at Super Strikes at the Jet Centre. You can now book your lane online. We've got 14 bowling lanes and 4 mini bowling lanes. Plus we serve delicious hot food and snacks, or enjoy a cold beverage with your food after the game. Discover bowling today at the Jet Centre. Jet Centre. Entertainment for everyone.
So from the grounds of Belfast City Hall, we're going to head over to Titanic Belfast now for this year's Healthcare Heroes and Keyworker Awards. Here's what happens. Right, here we are in Titanic for a big night tonight. Obviously you're looking forward to it.
Very much so. It's just a pleasure to be here, and we just feel very privileged to be here to nominate it for this wonderful event.
Okay, so tell us who you're here with tonight and why have you been nominated then?
I've been nominated, I believe, under the education category along with 4 other members of our school, including the school. We are a very nurturing school. We received rewards for that, but it's also about trying to provide as much wraparound service for children as possible, and to make sure that they feel welcomed, that they feel looked after, they feel loved, but importantly they get an education, and a really good education with high standards within that care and within that love.
So what about an award ceremony like this? What does it mean to not only your school, to education, but to the community in general?
I think it's wonderful for the school and the community because they see that they're being recognised. They see that some people are actually witnessing that the school is doing things for the community and for the children. Everybody loves children. It's a very, very difficult life for children at present. There's lots of things. We've just got over COVID. There's the social media aspect of that, and children are being asked to really grow up before their time. And then we have this massive poverty and the deficit in what people's incomes are. And when a school can show that it cares and does everything it can do for families, as well as educate their children, it's something that's really important, and the community love it to be recognised.
Kathy, welcome to Titanic. It looks like it's going to be a fabulous night.
Amazing. It's unreal. There's so many of us. I have 21 nurses with me from Lurgan, District Nursing Team, Southern Health and Social Care Trust. We work within an integrated care team, and we're a brilliant bunch of girls who do the best for their patients every day.
Now, the last time I had a night out with 21 nurses, right, I disappeared for about 3 days.
That won't happen tonight. You're safe. We're safe.
Tell me about your team and all. You're from Lurgan, aren't you?
We're from Lurgan, yes. We're district nurses. We look after people within their own home, make sure that they're given the highest quality, highest standard of care, and try to keep them out of hospital or nursing homes or alternatives to their own home. Their own home is where they want to be. They want to be cared for, and we work alongside other professionals to keep them there within our integrated care team.
So after a tough week at work, it must be great to go glammed up tonight then.
Brilliant. It's lovely. It's great for team building. It's great for the service that we deliver to get some recognition, because unless you've really ever had a district nurse come through your door, I don't think anybody really fully understands the role we play or the care we deliver.
All right, well, you deserve a night off, so go and have another wine and enjoy your evening.
Great, thank you so much.
Last time I spoke to you was down in your place down in Lurgan, and here you are all dressed up and ready for a big night out.
Here I am, and we're opening an office in Ballymoney on the 23rd, and things are going great, and we're doing a big massive recruitment drive. We've brought in Cool FM adverts. The girls are all here from the North Coast, and we're doing great. Everything's brilliant. We're so looking forward to the night.
So what does it mean to you then to be nominated for an award tonight then?
We can't believe it. We just can't believe it. It's just like, it's a real overwhelming feeling, because when you start off, you try to start a business, you sort of have this feeling that you don't think, you think you'll help a few people and you'll make a bit good living out of it. And we're just growing and growing, and the work's coming. The cures are getting fantastic reviews. We're passing inspections, and it's very, very overwhelming. It really is. If you'd asked me when I was 15 what I was going to do, it wouldn't have been this, and it just is what I was born to do. Like, it definitely is brilliant.
Well, if I did ask you at the age of 15 what were you going to do, what would you have said?
A teacher.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I have no patience for teaching and kids and other people's kids. So it's probably a good idea that I fell into this role.
Yeah.
I have a lot more patience for staff and older people than I do for children.
So after a hard week at work, it must be great to get dressed up and come to an event like this.
Do you know what? We booked a room in the Titanic. We were from 12 o'clock today. I was like, right, the babysitters are coming. Let's go. Just let's go. We all met in a pub in Lurgan first. We all had a meet and greet there, and then we came here and met the ones from the North Coast. And they're not even as overwhelming, because you're kind of like, we're going to meet our other staff in a different town. And me and Michael are so proud. Like, we just can't believe that so many people help us, and we're here and we're around all these important people that do so many important jobs, and we're so grateful. We really are.
Joe, big night tonight here in Titanic. It must be great to have a night off and come and enjoy yourself.
Well, it's wonderful to be able to have this opportunity to celebrate general practice, and it's been just fantastic for our practice to be asked to come along to this event, and I think we're all delighted to be here. Things are challenging in general practice, as they are across healthcare in Northern Ireland at the moment, so it's great to take time and reflect and appreciate the people who work so hard for the people they serve in the community. So we're really over the moon to be here and to have this opportunity.
Brilliant. So how many have you got with you tonight then?
Well, I think we have all of our doctors are here, and most of our receptionist staff and our nurses as well are all here. So we're really privileged to have such a good turnout to come here with us. And the celebration is that much better for having all the staff involved and with us tonight, you know.
Yeah. So as we mentioned already, I mean, the healthcare industry is going through a real difficult time at the moment. Can we see any kind of light at the end of this? Are things going to change anytime soon, or what's your feelings on that?
Well, it's difficult to answer those questions. We're really facing into headwinds, I think, in terms of trying to deliver care. But what I can tell you is the people at the coal face, like myself and my team, are the best people that I know. They are really excellent, and they always go that extra mile to help their patients and to deliver care as well as they can. And I think that questions like improving healthcare, they're for people higher up than me. But from my point of view, what we're focused on is delivering the best care within the resources that we have to our patients.
Excellent. Well, enjoy your evening. We're here in Titanic tonight for a big night. What does it mean for people in your industry to come here and be nominated for these awards?
It's quite shocking. I thought it was a scam. But I'm 42 years nursing.
Wow.
And coming towards the end of it, you know, but
Yeah.
I have another few years left me yet. But hopefully now I've seen a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Not all of them for the better.
Yeah.
You know, but I have two daughters in the nursing profession as well now, so it has passed on. This is the third generation.
So even with all the issues and things going on, it still must be something that you have a passion for.
Yes, I started at 17 and a half and I couldn't do anything else, couldn't think of anything else, you know. But I'm very proud now that my daughters have... My mother was a nurse and then I was a nurse now.
Oh, wow.
Third generation.
Wow. So after a hard week at work, it must be great to get all glammed up and dressed up for a big night out.
Yeah, it's great now just to get a night out. I haven't been in Belfast in ages.
So who all's with you tonight then?
My daughters, 3 daughters, and my sisters and their daughters. So, and they're all in nursing profession except for 2 of them.
Right, okay.
So that was it, that's the family.
So is it going to be a big party night then tonight?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Now that I've got this length.
Exactly. Well, it's been lovely talking to you. Have a fabulous night.
Thank you very much.
Here in Titanic tonight, it's going to be a big night. Obviously, you're looking forward to it?
Yes, no, I've been delighted. I've been looking forward to it all week.
Brilliant. So have you been nominated for something then tonight?
Yes, I've been nominated for one of the Specialty Nurses of the Year. So we should see how we get on. So
it must be great after a hard week at work to get all dressed up and come to an event like this.
Oh, it's good. It's good. You know, you work hard, you play hard, so you go out, you work through the week, and then you look forward to the weekend, and it gives you an excuse to get dressed up. So it's good.
And what about awards like this? What does it mean to people in the industry to be nominated for awards?
Working for the NHS, working for any health sector, it's you work tirelessly, you work hard all year round. So it's nice to get a bit of recognition for the hard work you do, and I'm not speaking for just myself, but my team. Like, you work really hard, so it's nice to get a little bit of recognition from somebody. So keep your head down.
So is it going to be a big party night then tonight?
I'm sure we'll party enough for myself. It'll be fine. A bit of crack.
My name is Kirsty and I'm a midwife, and I've just won the Specialist Nurse Award. Sorry, I'm shaking. I'm still in shock.
Well, you must be, because you do something like this kind of job because you love it, I would assume. So to win an award, it must mean something in your industry. So what does it mean for you in your industry?
Remains to be seen, I'll have to add, but for me personally, I am humbled. I was humbled to be nominated. I wasn't even going to come because it was the fact that somebody went out of their way to actually nominate me, and then people voting. It's just, I don't know, it's just unbelievable. I'm so humbled, and I can't believe I love my job. And I just can't believe that somebody went out of their way and other people went out of their way to actually...
Well, someone thinks you're brilliant. Now, you say you're a midwife. Who are you working for?
I am a midwife in continuity of midwifery care. So I'm with the Lotus team with the Northern Trust, and it's a new concept in Northern Ireland, continuity. whereby I have my own caseload. We work in a small team, and I will be with the ladies antenatally when they go into labour and postnatally, in the postnatal period. So I actually get to know the whole family. This is why I love the job. It's because I get to know the other siblings if there are any, I get to know the dogs, I get to know the partners, and we get to build up that trust. I love it.
So how many babies have you delivered in your life so far?
I have been in this job 32 years.
That's some babies, isn't it?
That is some babies, yes.
So I spoke to you earlier, Nuala, and you were very shy coming on TV, and now you've just won an award. Tell me what you've just won.
I have won Specialist Nurse of the Year. I'm delighted. It's good.
And tell me who you work for.
I work in our regional haematology unit, so we do all the stem cell transplants and chemo for newly diagnosed leukemias and lymphomas across the line.
Well, that's a very special job, and you must be absolutely delighted that you've won something in your industry like that. What does that mean to you?
Look, it is fantastic. It's lovely to be pat on the back, but I have to say, you don't come this way on your own. You know, you work with a fantastic team of doctors, nurses, there's got healthcare assistants, there's everybody out there, and I have to say, it's a great team to work for, and I'm absolutely delighted to work for them. Privileged to work for them.
Well, I'm absolutely delighted for you after speaking to you downstairs. I feel like I'm a little bit responsible because I got you to come on TV earlier as well. But listen, are you going to party the rest of this night away?
I'm sure we can give the dance floor a run for its money.
Well, look, congratulations once again, Nuala, all right. I really do think that I have brought some people luck tonight because I was downstairs and speaking to the girl before Nuala who won an award, and now I'm here with yourself. And you were the same, you were downstairs having a chat with Robin as well. So tell me what you've won and what your name is and what company you're working for.
I'm Fionnuala Mullen. I'm a practice nurse in Campbell Surgery in Dungannon now for 22 years. I worked in Craigavon for 19 years before that, so I'm delighted that ICU have got as well. So we're just such a team, you know. You do what you do.
Well, that's what Nuala just said. It's all about the teamwork. You do your bit, but it must be a really special thing tonight. You must be so proud to actually be pulled out and nominated for an award like this, never mind win it.
I'm humbled. I'm so humbled, but it's my family. Only for my family I wouldn't be where I am.
Hello and congratulations on your award. What have you won and who are you?
We are from Intensive Care Craigavon Area Hospital, and we've won the award for the specialist nursing team.
Well, you must be really proud to actually win an award. How does that make you feel?
I'm very, very privileged, excited, grateful. All the team can't be here. We're delighted for everyone.
I suppose you think that this is... So you're all very excited. So who are you, and are you part of this team as well?
I was part of this team for 21 years, and then I got an award tonight with the Oma Respiratory team.
And you're the lady that thought we were wearing the same dress. Well, there you go. So tell me this, ladies, right? You do this job every day, and you probably do it just with sheer passion and love. But to win an award for something, you know, how does that work in your industry? Will that help your industry a little bit more? Anybody want to answer that question?
I suppose over the last number of years especially, it's been very tough. ICU was hit hard during the pandemic, and staff morale was probably at quite a low, so this will give a real boost to all the staff in ICU. We're just representing we're a small portion of the whole unit, so this award goes to everybody that we work with.
Okay, she tells me she looks different with hair and makeup, but...
Definitely, 100%. I look so different with hair and makeup. Honestly, I am so chuffed to win. I've never won anything in my life before.
So what did you win?
I think I won, it was all a bit of a blur, but I think I won most supportive team member or something for recognition in the office, for everything that I do. And honestly, the adrenaline going up, meeting Pete. I'm absolutely chuffed, honestly, because I've never won anything before.
So what was more exciting then, winning the award or meeting Pete?
Winning the award. I mean, I listened to Pete and Rebecca and Paolo every morning on the way to school, on the school run with my little girl. And my little girl was so excited tonight that I was actually meeting Pete Snowden. But it was lovely to meet Pete. I told him about my shoe breaking, me wearing my colleagues' shoes to actually go up and collect the awards. There was a whole big drama there, but the adrenaline to actually collect the award and all of the girls cheering and really support me was just amazing. I've never had a feeling like it, honestly.
Aww.
I know. You're nearly tearing up here.
Are you going to party the night away with us all then?
Oh, absolutely chuffed. And honestly, if I can take this home, I will be taking it home and I will be putting it somewhere very, very safe and sacred to me. That's really important to me. It means a lot.
Where are you going to put it?
Well, I don't have a cabinet as such, but I'll get somewhere really special in the house. If my manager and director lets me take this home with me, it'll be kept somewhere very safe and very secure because it means so much.
Congratulations. Enjoy the rest of your night.
You too. Thank you so much.
Another winner joins us now. Who are you? What have you won?
My name's Carrie Chambers and I have won services in the community.
Fabulous. So
And
what does this mean to you then to win this?
So I work for the Artificial Eye Service in Belfast and we are the only service in Northern Ireland that provide ocular prosthetics for people. So everyone across Northern Ireland that has lost an eye, had it removed, they come to us. It's amazing to be recognised because we're such a small service and very specialised. And I like to fly below the radar. But I was nominated by a patient, which was amazing. So it's just so lovely to be recognised for the work that we do.
Fabulous.
And it makes me feel wonderful to think that somebody thought that we were worthy of getting a nomination.
There we go. Well, congratulations and enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you very much.
you.
Take care.
The winners keep on coming and coming. Who are you? What have you won?
We are O'Kane's Pharmacy and we won Community Pharmacy of the Year. I think so.
You have definitely won it. What does it mean to win this award then?
We're really grateful to have won the award. And it's nice to have all your good work recognised, and we're really happy to have won it. What do you think, Anya?
You get such job satisfaction about helping the community, and that's what pharmacy is about sorting the people who you live with and who you work for. And we have a great pharmacy team behind us, and it's nothing without the team that's behind you either. We're grateful to be able in that position to help the people in the community.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Mairead Weir, St Joseph's Primary School, you won something. What did you win?
Well, apparently I've won exceptional leadership for education in this category, so I'm just absolutely over the moon.
Well, do you know something? A well-deserved award. How does that make you feel in this industry?
Well, in a time when we're all feeling very down and there's no money for anything and our children are really losing out, it's just really wonderful feeling to have this, and a big thank you to Families First for it.
And of course you've got an absolutely fantastic team here with you.
Oh, they're the very best. Everybody here, they're just wonderful. I would be nothing without them, and they do so much for me, and the support they give me in school is unbelievable.
So you're a teacher at St Joseph's? Support officer in St Joseph's. So you are? Okay. Yeah. So what is your job role and how do you feel tonight? I'm the link between the families and our teaching staff. It's been absolutely brilliant to be here tonight. Every single person in our school comes every day, gives their heart and soul to the children. We work in the best community and we have the best children, and these awards we're accepting on behalf of our entire staff, from our principal to our teachers, our classroom assistants, our cleaners, our supervisory assistant, our lollipop lady, and the best secretary in Belfast, Christine. So how does this make you feel, winning such a wonderful award?
Absolutely delighted, really, really delighted. Myself and Nuala are teachers in the school, and the girls are classroom assistants, and we have the best staff in the whole wide world. We are so lucky. We have the best parents, the best children, and absolutely fantastic staff members.
So I see you've got the award in your hand, and you've got awards in your hands too, so why don't we give it a good old cheer for St Joseph's? Yay!
And what a fabulous night it was down there at Titanic Belfast. That's all we have time for on the show this week. Thank you to all my guests. Thank you for watching as well. And we'll see you back here same time next week. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Movie House Cinemas. Popcorn? Yes, please. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie. Reclining chairs? Don't mind if I do. Action, thriller, romance, we got it all. Discover the cinema today. Movie House Cinemas, home of the movies.